Yeah, we back at it, baby. All right, man. Hold up. All right, yeah, there we go. Shout out to the lady who said honey. She called me honey. Thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you for calling me honey. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not done up right now, I look like a homeless, a nice looking homeless man. I'm tore up right now. I ain't gonna lie. I am tore up. I gotta get my hair done, my shave, man. Oh man, I look bad. Look at that. Look at the top of that head, man. Damn, man, I look bad. Still looking good though. I ain't gonna lie, but I look bad. But anyway, all right, man. So I want to do a shout out to this guy's page. I want y'all to go and subscribe to his page. I guess he's new to the YouTube space. He looks like Ed Lover. No disrespect. I'm just saying. Come on, son. You know what I mean? He does look like Ed Lover. But I'm trying to help this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say it like I'm some type of savior. I'm just saying I want to make sure that if he's doing this, because I see it, I'm only helping people I see that stays consistent, and he does this. So I want to put his channel up on the platform, and I want y'all to go subscribe to him. And yeah, man, I think he makes some great points. So we going run over there and subscribe to his channel so he can get to 1,000 subs, so he can get monetized. And you know what I mean? Hopefully he get better equipment than mine. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, man. I really am. I was in my car and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of low. I turned it up to 30. I was like, you trying to turn it more. You turn it down thinking that, it's on 12 and I could really hear it, like barely hear it. So I turned it all the way up, right? And I got all the way to 30. And it was like it was on 12. And I was like, oh yeah, I see why they complain. It's really low. So look, man, we're going to get into that. Before I get into that, I got a legendary spiel. This is Torch Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me wait for your subscriptions today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free, but if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description or right on the screen. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. All the people that unsubscribe because of the volume. Come on back. Come on back over. The volume's better now. Y'all can come on back. You know what I mean? Come on back in the house. It's okay. I made some chicken wings, some macaroni and cheese, some potato salad. You know what I'm saying? Some collard greens, some candy yams. I made all that. Come on back over, baby. You know what I mean? I might look like an old homeless bum, but I'm all right. So look, let's get to it, man. Let's do it. You know what I mean? All right, so I think his name is Magoo's Reviews. I hope I ain't botching your name, brother. I'm sorry if I did. But yeah, man, we're gonna watch his video and go subscribe to his channel. I think he's at 600 and something subs. We trying to get him to, at least I could help him get at least 100 subs. I mean, something. But we trying to get him to 1,000, man. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Just stay consistent, brother. So let's get it.
Welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. All right, y'all. So pretty much Suge Knight has come out and said that the Death Row chain that Drake bought, the Tupac chain, is definitely a fake. He spoke with the Art of Dialogue recently. Reggie Bright, he spoke about the whole situation as well. He's part of Death Row security back in the day. But now this is coming from Suge Knight, man. He actually did the interview last night. He did say that the chain is absolutely fake. Goes on to say, it says, Death Row co-founder Suge Knight claims that Drake's Tupac chain is not real. During a recent interview with Art of Dialogue from his prison cell, Knight claimed the Death Row Records chain formerly belonged to Tupac is fraudulent. Now, this is Suge Knight's words. It says, well, I'm quite sure it's not true. said Knight. When I came up with the idea to make the Death Row chain, one, it had never been done before. Two, it was like wearing a, it was like having your flag, your rag. You can't tuck it. It means something. According to Knight, he was the only one authorized to give out authentic chains to represent the record label.
Yeah, I heard about this. And I did hear the audio of Suge Knight saying this. I believe DeVille or one of them guys had it on their channel. And yeah, this is crazy that it's crazy that Drake actually brought a fake chain. I'm gonna really explain why I think that this is actually really more crazy than most people think.
Represent the record label. He went on to say that Snoop Dogg was the first one to receive the chain, but exchanged it for a custom dog paw, believing a Death Row chain will cause too much controversy. Death Row, if you guys remember back in the day, Death Row was on top. They were on top. Of course, Bad Boy was there, but Death Row, man, at the end of the day, people forget how big Snoop Dogg was. You know what I'm saying? He still is one of the most popular rappers in the world, but in the 90s, he definitely was on top. You know what I'm saying? Even Big.
Yeah, that's absolutely 100% true. Snoop Dogg was, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was in high school, right? When we were, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? We were petrified. I'm talking petrified of the West Coast. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. We was petrified. We thought that they were gonna come and take over the East Coast. When they was going at the East Coast, man, listen, man, we was like, come on, man, stand up for us. Come on, Jay. Come on, where's some ties? Like, we were like really, 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 really petrified. You know what I'm saying? And I think when Snoop came through and he stomped those buildings out in New York, yeah, man, I heard people say, oh, yeah, Napoleon Noriega and they shot up the tour bus and all this stuff. Like, I ain't never seen no proof of none of that. People just said that, but I never seen the proof of it actually happening. You know what I'm saying? Now, it could have happened. I'm not saying it didn't. I'm just saying we really wasn't like, I'm just gonna say we were scared. I'm not even gonna lie. Snoop and Dre and all of them, they ran Death Row. When I tell you, they ran hip hop back then. Like, even from the West Coast, they ran it. Then Biggie and them came, and then things changed. You know what I'm saying? When Big came, things changed.
I want to sell records like Snoop. Snoop Dogg was up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? This was before Tupac joined Death Row. And of course, you had Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Dog Pound. Then Tupac comes along. You know what I'm saying? Lady of Rage. Like, Death Row was a label. It was a label. And Suge Knight.
Well, the thing is, too, another thing, too, the West Coast felt like real gangsters was rapping. That's how it felt. The East Coast we had our rappers, but all of us was the same. The niggas was the same. Niggas, the street niggas. All right, I'll put it to you like this. The East Coast was a little bit different because the East Coast had different denominations of ignorant niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that, right? So you had you had the normal niggas, you know what I'm saying? Then you had your stick up niggas, your stick up boys. You know what I mean? It was different from the thugs. Because you could get them confused, but the thugs got stuck up by the stick up kids. You know what I'm saying? It was different. And you had your drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? And then, you had your whatever other dude you had. But see, the West Coast, it was all rolled into one. They was all rolled into one. There was the stick-up nigga, the gangster, the thug, the street, the drug dealer. There was it rolled into one. It was like a super nigga. You know what I mean? That's what it was with the West Coast. But the East Coast, we had different versions of niggas. So it was different for us over here than over there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we looked at them as like, oh, they will really kill you. Oh, these dudes will really shoot you. That's how I looked at the West Coast dudes, at least from my perspective. oh, this niggas really put you down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see those movies, Menace to Society, and you see Boys in the Hood. We got New Jack City and New Jersey Drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had the real hood movies. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? We got Clockers. You know what I mean? They had the real hood movies. The only like hood movie we had, I would say back then, was Jungle Fever. Even though it wasn't really a hood movie, but it was a good portion of there where it was hood. New Jack City, obviously one of the greatest movies of all time, but it was so over the top versus like Hype Williams versus John Singleton it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just way over the top. So when you got somebody making a movie where it looks like a music video versus a movie where it looks like, oh yeah, this is real life shit. They had the burger joint. Oh, I'm just blow as hell. That's different, bro. It scared us watching those movies. I ain't gonna lie. West Coast was different, bro. And we always just say, well, they look like they're in the suburbs. Yeah, yeah.
It was right there too. That face of that label, man. That was a huge conglomerate, one of the biggest and greatest, record labels ever. You know what I'm saying? In hip hop of all time. Goes on to say, Knight also said Dr. Dre and a few others had chains, but others did not. None of the B's on Death Row had Death Row chains. This is Suge's words. The Dog Pound, Corrupt, and Daz Dillinger didn't even have Death Row chains, Knight said. After Tupac's release from jail in 1995, Knight claimed that he would give him his own Death Row chain, but he turned down the offer. He's like, you my big bro, let me wear yours. Now, this is Tupac's words that he's saying to Suge. That's more important. I don't want the first one. I want the one you got. Now, I recall that Tupac wore his diamond-covered chain immediately upon his release, and no one else had that piece. That's not Tupac's chain. It's not a Death Row chain. Goes on to say, whoever sold you that chain, Drake, you need to go beat his mother, beat his A. Crazy, Knight said. Pretty much, Suge Knight said, hey, look, the chain that Tupac wore was my chain. There was no engravings on the back of it. There was no written, all eyes on you, that the chain that Drake showed. He's like, that's not the real Death Row chain. The chain that Tupac wore was the chain I gave him. That was my chain. He's like, that's not the one. So the thing that, Drake is out there, showing off was that, hey, pretty much just the Death Row chain. We, like I said before in my other video, the reason Drake did that was because Kendrick and the Clips went on stage and they killed it. That was definitely a shot at Kendrick because he did put a little post at that antagonized. I think it was like Meltdown Season, something crazy like that. And the same thing, he insinuated with Pharrell in the Family Matters video, right? But at the same time, I'm like, bro, you got swindled. You got swindled, man. If Suge Knight's coming out here, Reggie Wright's coming out here, and Whack 100, he was on, and he brought Reggie Wright on DJ Academics, and they were talking Academics sitting there looking crazy like, oh, shoot, y'all right. Like, bro.
I mean, at this point, you got to understand, like, Drake is not, I'm tired of saying Drake is out of the culture. I'm just going to straight say it. Drake ain't a nigga. He not a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's not a nigga. He don't understand. When Kendrick said, you my little homie, let me put you on game, I think Drake should have listened. I think he should have went the other way. Whoever's advising Drake, whoever he has around him, they are either using him because they want him to crash out and keep doing these things. Because my thing is, if I was I wouldn't be working for him because he would have been fired me. If I was one of the dudes around him, I'd say, listen, bro, let me explain something to you. Because I think that you really are messing up. There's a bunch of things you should never do, bro. Don't antagonize people when it comes to the deceased. You don't do that. I think that that's a huge mistake. Number two, you should have known before you brought that, and you trying to flaunt it in front of and make Kendrick mad or whatever. I don't know what you trying to do when it comes to Kendrick. I'm gonna let him finish out, then I got some things.
Drake got swindled, and then he went on the internet thinking he got one up. and then you got people from back in like Suge Knight, you know what I'm saying? nah, bro, that wasn't it. The real chain, that was mine. The one you got, that was definitely a fake. So man, whoever that seller was, I think Drake paid $500,000 for that chain. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy. So at the end of the day, this is probably gonna be my last video of it. But the reason I wanted to do it because Suge Knight actually came out and said something. You know, Suge he has done interviews from prison, but for this exact topic, I was like, oh yeah, I want to hear from Suge and, you know, do a video on it. But anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I'll see y'all soon.
All right, man. That was a nice, clean video. Simple, and clean. Unlike me with my volume messing up. I'm always going to laugh at that. I love laughing sometimes at myself. Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to that brother doing his thing. That's all you need to start. Just need a phone. I don't think if he's using his phone. Phone and a stand. That's it. Upload. Make money. Do it because you really want to do it. Don't be out here doing it because you're trying to make money. I'm sorry. Do it because you really are into this. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't into it, you're going to get thrusted into something. And let's say you blow up and now people are going to look for you. Trust me, I know. They were letting me have it in the comments. Yo, bro. Yo, fix that shit, bro. Fix it. They was letting me have it. I'm trying to tell you. And I'm the king. My crown fell off the wall. Yo, chill. I'm just saying. Just let me have it. So I'm saying at this point, the brother's doing something. Keep going, bro. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Well, if I come across some other people that I think needs, I'm going to do it, man. Shout out to him, man. Making a great video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Losing my voice and shit. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. I'll see y'all, man. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.